And we are live.
Hello.
Hello. Who's introing? We should have decided this before.
But it's your game.
Oh, fair
It's
enough.
your channel.
This is true, yes. Hello and welcome to Arkham Horror, the card game. My name is Geoff and I'm joined by John.
Hello.
Hello.
I noticed that my name gets cut off by the overlay.
Does your name get cut off by the overlay?
Look in the top corner. Players connected to the server.
Yes, it does. Never mind, John is here.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you can see his orange hand flying around. You should really get that scene too. My hand's yellow, I can't say
Says
much.
yellow.
Says yellow, yes. And, John, when was the last time you went for a walk in the woods?
We've not filmed Fantasy Adventure for a little while, but it'll be about then.
How was it?
Not too bad. I mean, better than the time I nearly broke my leg, so, that's always good.
Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing strange happening?
No, perfectly average forest walk.
Average normal forest walk.
Okay. Just normal woodland experiences.
That sounds good. Well, tonight's going to be a bit different.
Can we just not just have a nice forest walk, Geoff?
Well, it will be a forest walk, I can promise you that. But before we get into that, John, would you like to recap where we were up to in our quest? Because you did such a good job of it last time.
I seem to remember that last time we were hunting for the hidden zealots, or the hidden cultists around town.
Yep.
We managed to locate 4 out of the 5 of them.
4 out of 6 we managed to locate.
4 out of 6. We did worse than I thought. 2 of them eluded us, but we brought 4 of them to justice, and for the most part I seem to remember that they were just kind of cultists because other people said it was cool.
That seems to be the common theme with it, yes. They are either cultists or disillusioned or have been driven mad by it.
And so they kind of turned on the cult.
And they gave us information about where to find the rest of the cult.
Which I'm going to guess is in the woods.
Is in the woods. Allow me to read out the text for this scenario. So, Night of the Zealots, Part 3, The Devourer Below. After a frantic nighttime search throughout Arkham, you have tracked down and questioned several members of the cult. Your findings are disturbing. They claim to worship a being known as Umordoth, a monstrous entity from another realm. You are able to confirm much of Lita's story. The cult is agitated over the destruction of a ghoul lair. Do you remember that? We heard about the destruction of a ghoul lair in the previous scenario.
It rings a bell.
However, a surprising detail also turns up. Would you like to guess who was responsible for destroying the ghoul lair?
Was it our friend?
It was our friend. It was none other than Lita Chantler herself who invaded the lair and set the night's events in motion. You are not sure why this important detail was omitted from Lita's story. Did she tell you only as much as necessary to draw you into a conflict? But in another light, she seems to be fighting to protect the city of Arkham from a terrible menace. The final piece of the puzzle was found written in a journal possessed by one of the cultists. It describes a dark ritual to be performed deep within the woods south of Arkham.
Hashtag pray for the internet, Sean.
Hello, Sean. Pray for internet. Hello, Sean. How are you? According to pray for the internet. Pray for Arkham because, according to the journal, the ritual's completion will open a gate and bring forth the cult's dark master into this world. If the cult is not stopped, Lita warns, there is a possibility that Umordoth's vengeance will consume all in its path. Frightened, but determined.
That doesn't sound good.
No, frightened, but determined to stop the ritual, you head into the woods. So there's a little bit of setup. That's okay. Here we go. So we did 4 out of the 6 cultists last time, didn't we?
We did.
That means that we start with 1 doom.
Right.
That means we put 1 doom on there.
Also, it is Ben again. Hello.
Hello, Ben. How are you?
I was going to say that Ben must be here because I just sent him a friend request and he responded. So
Yes.
I knew that he was around.
Yeah. Hello, Ben. How are you? Beware of the teddy bear's picnic. So, let's read the agenda card, shall we?
Beware of the teddy bear's picnic, suggests Ben.
I would beware of the teddy bear's picnic on this one. The Arkham Woods. From interrogating members of the conspiracy within Arkham, you have learned that they are performing a ritual of vengeance in response to the destruction of one of their master's lairs. Thanks, Lita. You have entered the
Thanks for that.
woods. You have entered the woods outside Arkham to try to stop them. The woods seem unnaturally cold and filled with a deathly silence. Act card
It's fine.
reads,
I'm sure it's fine.
yeah, this picture doesn't look fine though. Look at the act card picture.
I'm going to go back to the other card. That's not much better.
Investigating the trail. The evidence you've gathered has led you to the woods south of Arkham, where you believe a ritual to summon a being called Umordoth is about to take place. Stealing your resolve, you set forth deep into the woods, hoping to find the site of this ritual. So we need to do our usual setup things. So shuffle your deck and draw 5 cards.
Okie doke. Where's my deck? There it is. Have you updated this as well?
Yep, I put some new cards into it. And as always, if there's any cards you don't like, you can swap them out once.
Ben, I am doing very well as well. Geoff, how are you doing this day?
I'm doing very well. I'm hoping that's still going to be the case.
So sorry, what was that, Geoff? I can look through these.
You can swap. You can if you got any weaknesses, swap them out. If you haven't, you can swap out up to one. You can swap out once, so you can swap any number of cards once.
Well, I have got one weakness,
Okay,
so I'm going to get rid of that.
Just put that down. Draw a new card, and then shuffle the weakness back into your deck. And yeah, shuffle the weakness back into your deck, and then you can, if you want to, you can swap any others up to as many as you want.
Other than that, that can stay. That can stay.
I'm looking quite good actually. I'm happy with all this.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I'm good with what I've got. Okay. We're doing good at the moment, Ben, but that depends on how well this particular walk in the woods goes.
This one out actually. Draw that one. Okay, yeah, I'll take that one. So, and do you want to put your player token? Oh dear, I don't want to do that. Never mind.
I'm guessing we're in the main. On the main path.
And I just pressed the wrong button. Okay, yep. I'll put mine on there. So, let's read this off. Hangman's Brook separates Uptown from the woods south of Arkham. Passing over the small bridge, you follow the main path deeper into the forest.
This sounds a terrible idea.
It does. Let's see what it does. The main path is connected to each other woods locations. That means that from wherever we are, we can always get back to the main path. There's an action here. Resign. There's nothing we can do. We can
just leave.
Yeah, we can just flee from the woods, leaving Arkham to its grisly fate, which I don't think is something we want to do.
Shall we just do that now?
We can if you want to. That's definitely an action you can take.
Just, fuck it. Let's go play Cards Against Humanity or something.
Yes. Those of you who haven't seen this before, this is Arkham Horror. It's played out over a series of rounds. We have character sheets with cards which give us skills and abilities and items, and we investigate, we fight monsters, we hopefully save things. I say hopefully. Speaking of saving things, Geoff, do you want to tell us what charity we've been sponsoring? Yes, we are sponsoring our good friend Spammels and his brother Matt, and their GoFundMe is at Help Matt Fight Cancer. And it's a real simple GoFundMe. It is, and the link will float around the chat from time to time. Ben says, just remember that the critters of the wood are more afraid of you than you are of them, but the same doesn't apply to monsters. We'll keep that in mind. Because I'm fairly certain there aren't critters in this wood. Indeed. So, would you like to go first or second? I will go second. Just bear in mind, the agenda requires 4 Doom, and there's 1 Doom already on it because we didn't get all the cultists. The Act card requires 6 clues to advance.
Well, at the moment, I can see that we just need to go into the woods, right?
Yeah, we've got 4 woods locations. You can just go into any one of them.
Well, if I go up left and you go up right,
That sounds like a plan. So,
or are we trying to sit together?
I think we're happy to just separate at the moment. We do need to explore these woods, so I think we're just happy to separate at the moment.
Okay, well, I'll take one action to go up here, and then that flips this over, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you flip it yourself, that will flip that over. Yep. Just saying, the text on that card reads, "Woods."
This location is investigated using
Willpower.
face.
Yeah, face your willpower instead of the
skill. Instead of the skill indicated by the investigation attempt.
Yep.
It's an old house in the woods.
Do you want to read out the fluff text for it?
A house waits at the edge of the trail, covered in vines. Inside, the walls and floors are bloodstained and littered with dirt, mud, and discarded bones.
Lovely. Well,
yay!
We are here to find clues. Do you want to find some clues?
Yes. How do I do that? What's my face?
Your face.
My face is 3.
And that's a shroud of 2. So you got a good chance of doing it straight up, as long as you don't draw anything too bad from the chaos bag.
Ooh. Let's throw in my guts.
Throw your guts at it.
Because that's got 2 face on it, not the DC character.
Yep. That's a good.
So that's 2 extra faces, and also if I commit this to a skill test, I get to draw a card if we're successful.
Yep.
So that all sounds good.
You're living up to the text there. Stay back. I'll handle this.
Wait around. I got this. I got this shotgun, and I'm gonna go handle this. Looking around a blood-stained house that definitely will be solved by my shotgun. Where is the...
It's the box next to those bags.
Ah, yeah, there it is. So -2.
That's 3.
So 5 is 3, which is more than 2.
So get your clue.
So I get a clue.
Yay. That's 2 actions. You got a 3rd action.
And because that's a successful thing, I get to draw a card.
Yep.
I don't want to do that at the moment. That doesn't seem a good idea just yet. I've got resources, though, don't I? I've got 5.
You've got 5 resources.
I'm going to spend 3 of them.
Yep.
To pull out my revolver.
Ah, is this your special revolver?
This is my revolver.
Have you seen what the revolver does? Have you seen what a revolver actually does?
So I've got 4 ammo on it.
Yep.
If I spend an ammo, I get +1 for my attack. If there are 1 or more clues on the location, I get +3 instead.
Yes.
And the attack does +1 damage.
Do you remember we said that Roland always does better when he's got clues on his location? This is exactly why. This is exactly why he does better. So that's your discard, and that's you done?
That is me done, so that can go back.
Back in, and you can...
Ben also would like to say Two-Face in Arkham, like the bat signal.
I wonder if the Arkham in the Batman series actually came from the Arkham here. And it's my go.
They actually both came from a town in England.
Did they? I did not know that. I did not know that.
I've only recently found out about it myself, actually.
Right.
Let me see if I can find the history.
And while we're doing that, I shall take my turn. You've gone up that way. I'm going to go up this way to this one. Growing up, you were always warned to stay out of the woods at night. Now you know why. Forced, when you move out of this location, test your intellect. If you fail, cancel the effects of the move. Oh, that's nasty. That's very nasty. That's a 3 shroud. And that's my 3 intellect. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to spend 2 of my supplies to put my flashlight down. So that can go. Don't quite know where that's gone.
So it's proving a little bit difficult to find the origins of Arkham because somebody cleverly bought out a game called Arkham Origins.
Brilliant. I just played a flashlight for
Two
two
resources.
That means that this drops down to 1 shroud. So my 3 intellect versus that 1 shroud. Let's give it a go. No, I want to shuffle it, not draw it.
Ah, yes, Gotham. That was it.
It's a broken tablet. What's broken tablet? -3. If those monster enemy at your location take 1 damage. I'm not having that. I am going to.
Thank you, Ben, again.
I'm going to discard a card and redraw that chaos token. That's my special power. When you read a chaos token, choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Cancel that chaos token, return it to the bag. Draw a new one. Oh, I want to shuffle it. And it's an automatic fail, so bleh, never mind.
So Gotham, as in the town where Batman lives, gets its name from an old nickname for New York, which was Gotham.
So I need to one of these now because I've used that.
And basically, the old nickname for New York came from a place in England called Goatham, which was shortened to Gotham, where they convinced the king that everybody in the town was mad. It's in Nottinghamshire.
Cool.
Let me see if I can read more about the village in Nottinghamshire.
Meanwhile, we're in our upkeep
No,
phase
that's the village. That's the origins of the word village.
Hey, Scar.
We're in our upkeep phase, which would be greatly helped if I was actually paying attention to the game.
Yep. So it's draw a card, reset your counter, draw a card, and take a resource.
Hey, Scar. What do? Draw a card.
Draw a card and take a resource. So you can just like click
take
one
a
of
resource.
The bases. Yep.
Oh.
That doesn't sound good. Is that good?
I got stuff.
Good.
I have things.
And now, what's this? Oh, that's a spare resource. Never mind. And now.
Yes, they tried to catch a bird by building a fence around the tree so that the bird couldn't escape the tree. It's difficult to search for things on my phone.
Yeah.
Because my phone is amazing.
So now it's the new turn with the mythos phase.
Yes, that always goes well for us.
Yep, so